Alright guys, this is part 2 of the better look stuff at the detail and of the mask that I got in. As said before, this one is not for grabs. He was already pre-spoken for long before my package even got in. I gave a couple of people a shot at getting this. I didn't trim him at all. I figured the guy getting it would appreciate doing it himself. I mean, that's kind of why you buy a blank, I guess. It's because you either can't afford the real thing or you want to do it yourself. And this one has a really good look to it. Even with the cleft lips and the issues it has, nothing that's impossible to fix in the right hands. Some veins on his head. The detail and the idea behind him is really sick. I'm thinking about taking some high quality pictures of this and sculpting a similar looking guy. Nothing fancy on the back of his head really. But like I said, I didn't trim him at all. He's probably the only thing I didn't trim. So we'll move on to the next mask, which would be my Goosebumps mask. I've trimmed out his entire neck. Let me lay him around. We've got the whole trimming on the lower half of the neck, which now the tear kind of matches the mask, so let me know what you think. I was going to sew it up very tightly, small stitching, and then it would get painted over and you'd never see that because it's for me, so I don't need any real repairs. I'm going to be pretty much bootlegging every repair that I make to a mask of mine because, well, not mine if you're buying, but mine if they're going on display, because they're going on display and I don't really care as long as it looks like I want it to. There's a pothole, a couple more potholes on that one. I really fucking like this mask. I mean, I just kind of stared and right at it for like a few hours last night because I was very impressed with the craftsmanship as far as the guy's sculpt was. I mean, this is really on point as far as the detail goes. Even the neckline cutout was, I compared it and it was pretty close. But they don't let you see the back of the mask, really. So the back of the mask just kind of is flat on the bottom, and I think I might change it just to make it match. And I'm going to be doing like, I'm going to sew it up crisscross like shoelaces, I think, and that's how he's going to be attached. So let me know what you think about that, because if you have anything better, I'm interested. But I don't want straps on him, and I don't want a zipper on him. But I can't have that all open and loose and shit. I just can't. And then there's this guy, which I stared at for a while. I trimmed the bottom. I didn't cut the back because, well, leaving the back uncut makes it easier to paint. And then when I trim it, I'll go around the edges and shit, so that way the bottom isn't exposed as the raw color. He can be finished as a few different things. You gotta either think of him as angry or just kind of a little bit pissed off, a little mad, or just very animated face, I guess. But if there's any WWE, WWF fans, he'll finish and make a really good Undertaker. And that might happen if he doesn't sell. And again, if it happens by my choice, it's just gonna go on my shelf. My key is to sell almost every mask I just bought, to kind of flip an investment to put back into the company, so that way you guys can actually see something coming from me and not just masks that I'm finishing and buying, because although I love doing it, it's not my work and I need to move on from this stuff. But I couldn't turn this offer down. I can finish him as an evil Santa. kind of like the Goldberg Santa from Santa's sleigh, but not sleigh like what he drives, but sleigh as in to slay someone, to kill someone. I mean, I can finish him as bald as is and just make him really cool looking. You can just give me complete control, and I can make you a really ill mask that'll be a real good surprise. Half-face vampire thing with a broken fang, as I'm just going to call it. You can trim the other one if you really ain't feeling it and do what you want with it. I don't really want to finish him. I kind of want to sell him as is. If he doesn't sell, I'll eventually finish him, and that'll be the end of him. Shao Kahn looking thing was already trimmed up. It was already pretty much good to go. So as far as besides what I have to do to get rid of all the extra markings, he's in very fair shape. Nothing that can't be fixed up on his horns right there. Cheekbone, same thing. Cheekbone, above the eyebrow. Very easy fixes, nothing crazy. And then there was 2 or 3, because the other 2 ain't on my bed. I cut out this Mortal Kombat looking face guard mask. I did my best to match the shaping all I could. I can do better because it does need to be sloped a little bit more to match that look. It was all trimmed. This has to get cut back, so it'll be matching with that. Like I said, this is all very roughly trimmed, and it took me quite a few hours to just get this far with everything I've done. I'm just putting it down so I can grab. Okay. There's him. I started stitching him last night. I like it. It looks good to me. I'm going to continue to stitch down and around over here. Now these, I don't know, I think it'd just be too much stitching on the mask, and I don't know how I want to do this. I think I might just do small thread on that and finish up with the thick thread on the side. I really like him. He's coming out pretty good. And then there's a dog mask that I have that I was very disappointed in, so I don't know. Oh, I found him. So then there was him. I've had him for about a week, and I've been meaning to make a video of him, but I've just been really pissed about him because if you can get a little face comparison, you can see that they're just about the same size, pretty much, you know. So I'm pretty pissed about it. They didn't really. It's very bumpy. This wasn't supposed to be any mess ups. This was supposed to be for an adult, and my hand just fucking covers it, and it's not okay. It doesn't cover my chin. It doesn't cover the side of my face. So what's going to happen is I am going to resculpt the dog large in about a week or 2. Because with everything I have piled right here, I have more than enough shit to do right now. But, yeah, I'm just really bummed about him. So, I'm going to convert him and give him to someone. And it's going to be it. Someone small. So, stay sick, everybody. Hope you enjoyed. Sorry about the long videos.